I'm a couple of seconds early. How are ya? My apologies for the early arrival, but it is 3:29. It's almost 3:30 for goodness sake. It is the afternoon coffee talk update. I am first warning meteorologist Eric Burris on a breezy but absolutely beautiful day across Central Florida. Look at our live shot. This is over in Cocoa. We are looking over. That's the 520. I feel like I was there. I was there today. That's right. I was picking up credentials for the Crew 5 launch for tomorrow. I'm going to be over at the Kennedy Space Center. Took a quick drive over. Enjoyed the weather before the showers arrived. There's a look, though, and the camera's been bouncing. It has been a breezy afternoon. Let's take a look and see those temperatures running 16 sustained in Titusville, 14 in Daytona Beach, 10 in Orlando, 10 in Ocala. It has been just beautiful. Look at the gusts, upwards of 30 miles an hour today, as a matter of fact, over in Daytona Beach. 28 mile an hour gust for today in Palm Coast. But you take that breeze, factor in these temperatures, this is good stuff. 80 degrees currently in Orlando at 3:30. Now we're on time. 76 degrees in the Villages, 75 for us in Ocala, 75 degrees in Daytona Beach, and we're sitting at 78 in Melbourne. Jessica, how are you? Frank, Yukon, how are you? Hooray, I can finally communicate with you. How are you over on YouTube? Good afternoon to you. Karen, love. Oh, I do too. I do too. Satellite and radar around town showing a few offshore showers. Thankfully, there's not been too much off the coast of Brevard County. And the good news is, we're talking about Crew 5 for tomorrow. That's the next manned space flight. But we do have a launch tonight. And at least for now, I'm happy to say that things continue to look nice. So let's look at our evening planner. The great weather persists. 76, 7 o'clock, 73 by 9 o'clock, 71 degrees by 11 o'clock. It is wonderful, nice, quiet, comfortable breeze. Oh, it looks great this evening. If your eyes head to the sky, they're already going through the countdown process over at Launch Complex 41, ULA, hoping to lift off the last version of this Atlas V. I believe it's a 531 configuration. Don't quote me on that. But 536 to 616 is the launch window, 80% chance of good weather. Shelby says, I'm ready for a good, strong front. I mean, Shelby, the weather we're enjoying right now seems pretty good to me. I'm trying to put out my projection mapping display tonight for the first time. So hopefully that'll get going. My Fire Stick died, so I had to order another Fire Stick. I got like the cheapest one that's there. So hopefully that's good. 63 degrees. Are you kidding me? Average low is 70. We're going to do 63 in the city. Look up to the north. 59 in Leesburg. 53 degrees in Ocala. 58 degrees in DeLand. This is the stuff we have been dreaming out for months and months and months. I'm going to have to start using my pool cover again. Goodness. 62 in Daytona Beach. 67 degrees in Melbourne. So great weather for us for tonight. For tomorrow, look at that. It's getting a little warmer. Not much, but a little bit warmer. North wind helping to keep things feeling good. 85 in Orlando. 83 in Leesburg. 82 degrees our temperature. Back over to DeLand. There's the remnants of Ian way up to the north, still bringing a lot of soggy weather. And that was a concern for tomorrow's Crew 5 launch, because as it pushes off the shoreline sluggishly, that's kind of the abort spot for the Dragon capsule. So hopefully that weather will line up, but at least for us locally, it will be a nice breeze out of the north. So for tomorrow, launch window, I believe it's an instantaneous launch window at noon. Looking good, 90% chance of good weather. The only concern is going to be that abort weather up there off the northeastern United States. Darlene says, I love today's weather. I do too. Melissa says, this is a fake fall for us. Will the heat come back with a vengeance? You know it will. We're going to at least get a little bit. This is a little early for this kind of a hit of wonderful weather. It really is. I mean, it really is. But let's take it. Tomorrow, UCF forecast. Finally getting to play SMU. Of course, that was delayed because of the hurricane. 77 for tailgating. 76 degrees for kickoff. Looks good to me. Right? Seriously? That's like late fall weather. Now, since it's October, we didn't really mention this morning. The October, I didn't actually, because of the hurricane, we haven't really talked much about it. October really is moving month when it comes to weather. 88's our average high at the beginning of the month. 82 is our average high by the end of the month. Yeah, this is usually when we transition from the hot, wet, stormy season to the cool, dry season. Laura's asking, is the rainy season over? It's a possibility. Yeah. Jamie, am I going to the game? Haven't gotten there. I'm doing the launch in the morning. Haven't even chatted with the wife. I'd love to. Maybe we go. I don't know. I'm off Thursday, Friday, so maybe we go. We'll see. At any rate, here's a look at our 7-day forecast. I mean, you want to talk about beauty? Listen, I know it's in the eye of the beholder and everything, but that's pretty nice. 84 for your Wednesday, 86 degrees for your Thursday, 88 degrees for your Friday. So to answer your question, yeah, we're getting back to average. Now, average is no longer 88. It's 87 degrees, but we're on our way that direction. And then Sunday into Monday, a couple of sprinkles here or there. Otherwise, it's a great weekend. Sure, it's going to be warm in the afternoons, but those morning lows, the 60s are here. The 60s are here. We are watching, by the way, the tropics. Want to make sure to chat about that. National Hurricane Center did put out a special update early this morning. We have Invest 91 bubbling up, looking awful healthy today. Not quite getting into distinct, defined circulation. 70% likelihood that it gets going in the next 2 days' time. It should stay south of us. At least that's the current thinking, is it will continue to work near the ABC Islands and then eventually go over toward Central America. Back behind it, there is Invest 92 out near the Cabo Verde Islands. A little bit of wind shear, but tropical depression there should form. So we have the potential to see a couple of tropical systems form these next couple of days' time. The next names are Julia and Carl. So could be talking a little Julia, could be talking a little Carl. Alan says, this is what my dad called Chamber of Commerce weather. Oh, yeah, this is postcard perfect, right? Let's look at the latest models. This is the GFS 12Z. Let's just make sure there's nothing fakakta heading our way. There's the remnants of Ian off the coast of Jersey. There's Invest 91. There's Invest 92. We'll roll through time here. Nothing concerning. Though the model does try to develop Invest 91 here in the Caribbean Sea. Look at that, 991, 987, 985, 984. So maybe a hurricane heading to Central America. Oh, something up here. Another thing off the coast of Africa. Then there's this. Now, this is kind of peculiar, right? When we were looking at this on Coffee Talk this morning, the model was trying to do something down here, and it's kind of continuing. I feel like it doesn't really know what it's doing yet, but it's definitely trying to do something, some tropical cyclogenesis around the 18th, 19th, 20th of October. Jonathan's asking, is your LRC showing anything else for the season? We are entering into a new LRC, so if that plays out around the 20th-ish of October, that would be an indicator for next hurricane season. So, interesting. Eric, have you checked the group out yet? What group? John, I have no idea what group we're talking about. My apologies. So anyway, we'll be watching the models. We'll be watching the data, but we will also be watching this perfect weather. All right? All right, listen, it is 3:38. Of course, WESH 2 News has live team coverage in the impacts of Ian, what has happened across Central Florida. Our live crew down in Southwest Florida will check in. We'll see how the flooding is doing around town. And we're looking at county-by-county coverage in terms of our absolutely unbelievable local forecast. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. I will see you live from the lab tomorrow morning, talking all about Crew 5 and that rocket launch. So far, so good. Knock on wood, that continues. I will have live coverage starting at 5 a.m. and, of course, Coffee Talk at 8 a.m. We will see you from the lab. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out. See you on TV in the morning and Coffee Talk at 8 a.m.